All right, we hit record. Check. Checky, check.
Dicks.
All right, those waveforms look good. Hey, you're listening to the Three Cool Dudes podcast. We're three cool dudes here. My mom said we were cool, so that's all the approval I need. I'm your host, Tyler Bauer. I'm here with my co-host,
Jordan Yox.
and we're here with our co-host,
Andrew.
Yeah, that's right. And we are here for a podcast. This is the Three Cool Dudes podcast. Again, we're cool. We wear leather jackets and we lean against brick walls, twirling toothpicks in our mouth. And it's real fun. This is the Three Cool Dudes podcast, and we're going to tell you the top 10 reasons, top 10 ways to be cool and how to not suck. All right, I'm dropping that. What's up, guys? You're listening to the OYC Podcast. It's been a while. We're back here live, doing a podcast. Just getting in the groove of things, trying to find our voice, trying to find the way.
Trying to hear ourselves speak.
Yeah, trying to hear ourselves speak. We're going to get sponsorships from Dollar Shave Club.
PureDigital.com.
Needed a shave for a while now. What's another one that they all do? MeUndies. I need some underwear.
Deep discount.
Hit me up. Blue Apron. I need to cook some dank-ass meals.
Yeah.
All of these sponsors could be sponsoring us.
Purple Mattress.
If they would just email me back and say what's up. Just kidding. I haven't emailed any of those advertisers. I don't even bother with that.
Like how the sponsors and advertisers are just like all blatant signs of a higher lifestyle. Food delivery, more comfortable sleep,
More comfortable underwear.
Yeah, more comfortable everything.
We'll deliver razors to your house. You don't need to go buy it. You don't need to spend $2 on disposable razors. I've never had... Maybe it's because I only have to shave like twice a year.
If you're part of
I never have a problem. I haven't bought a razor in like 3 years. I just use the same few ones that I've had.
Dollar Shave Club should not be a club.
I agree. It sounds like a fucking lame kids club, and we're all about cool kids clubs here. Again, this is the Three Cool Guys podcast. We're based in LA, and we can barely afford our rent. We're actually starving. So you can send a donation to 3cooldudes at paypal.com. We're accepting donations. We don't really provide any real content, but we're taking donations. So, guys, it's been a while since we've, got on the mic and done one of these little podcasts here, one of these little neat podcasts, little cute podcasts. So what's been going on with you guys? Let's catch the viewer up on our personal lives, because people want to hear about that. They want to know what you were doing specifically, Jordan Yox. What's been going on?
Nothing, man. Just yachting around the East Coast. I took Irma up Mexico way.
No.
I jet-setted through the Gulf Coast and had a good vacation.
Yeah, that's right. You jet skied so well that you caused a gigantic wave that spawned a hurricane to take out most of Mexico, Puerto Rico, and
I tried to
few other tropical.
I tried to be like Captain Planet and just jet set in a 360 and make like a typhoon of sorts, and like attract Irma to a safe place. But
you should be like Christopher Reeves and
fall off.
No, he's. I was gonna try and make a joke like I was alluding to spinning around the planet to turn back time, but then I was just gonna say get whatever disease he had where he couldn't move.
No, he fell off a horse and.
Oh, is that why
that's why he's
paralyzed? Okay, I thought he had like polio or something.
He fell off a horse in Virginia.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've been to the farm that he's.
I've seen the horse. I know the fucker that did it.
Yeah.
They euthanized that fucking horse.
Yeah, they put
That's funny, man.
1911 to
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Apparently, when he broke his neck, he was like the next big thing. Like he was supposed to be you know.
Everybody's talking about Christopher Reeves. He just broke his neck. What? What is he gonna do next?
Yeah, what's he gonna do next?
It's a weird publicity stunt on Christopher Reeves' point. I don't.
We already got
Seems like
one,
a bad career choice.
We already got one really smart one in a wheelchair and a funny voice thing.
There's no more room for another funny voice wheelchair guy.
No more room.
Your IQ's not even 150? Get the fuck out.
It looks like he found his kryptonite and it was horses.
We don't even call wheelchairs what they are for a quadriplegic, brain preservation.
You could probably post some bullshit.
Brain
You
preservation.
could probably post some bullshit on BuzzFeed and say, yeah, the horse that killed Superman was named Kryptonite. Be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Krypton.
Top 10 reasons why the horse that paralyzed Christopher Reeves is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad
Not a
horse.
bad
Top 10 reasons why the horse that paralyzed Christopher Reeves was anti-Trump.
He's like leaning on a fucking gate.
Trump.
The horse like leaning on a gate with his like fucking hooves crossed, like he's like looking at you, ready to tell you the story.
Oh, jeez. Well, what's some other stuff that happened? Obviously, Las Vegas, but we'll skip over
Oh,
that.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Enough's
fucking
been
nuts.
said. I mean, it's too early to make jokes. It's the day after here. You know. I was going to open the podcast saying we were coming to you live from a hotel room at Mandalay Bay, but it seemed a little bit insensitive.
You gotta wait 25 hours. 25 hours.
I really legitimately thought it was 9/11 too last night. Like it was
Yeah.
the live reports coming in. It was like it seemed like there was multiple shootings going on around the strip.
Yeah, the gunfire definitely seemed erratic. Like you could have confused it for multiple people.
Yeah, so that's moving on. Hugh Hefner died.
Yeah.
Tom Petty also died today.
Tom Petty did die today.
So a lot of losses this week. I feel bad for Tom Petty.
You heard how they found him, right?
No, I actually.
He had like cardiac arrest and like was seized up, and he was like completely unconscious and not breathing. I mean, he was pretty much dead on sight.
How old was he again?
66, I think.
Oh, damn.
Or 61.
Damn.
No, he's 66, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I picked the wrong day to die.
Yeah.
People are going to gloss over that like shit.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, I mean, you know, right? Obviously, you know, a mass shooting in Las Vegas might be a little bit more important than Tom Petty dying, but, you know, he has a whole legacy. He worked his whole life for this legacy, and, well, this podcast is for you, Tom.
I'm trying to really think of like Tom Petty songs right now.
Have you ever heard the Wesley Willis Tom Petty song? You know Wesley Willis, right? He's the rock and roll McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
That guy, and he has like millions and millions of songs. But he has one song called "Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers," and it's great. It's just like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Wesley Willis is great. I'm sure a lot of people listening know who Wesley Willis is. But if you don't, go delve into his discography. He's an interesting man. Was an
a little
interesting
discography
man.
delve.
Just a little bit. When I find a new band, I just like to delve into the discography. Like I like to dive into.
You delve into
waves.
discographies like I delve into new words.
Ooh. There you go.
Like delve.
Yeah. You know when you say a word too much and then it starts to sound weird? It's like it doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Like, what is delve? Like, what is delving?
When did I just heard some fucking person say that?
When
you say something over and over,
yeah,
and
it's
it
because
starts
it's
to
something
sound weird.
everybody fucking
Like,
says.
fuck, man. I literally just heard that, though, from out of some dumb girl's mouth.
It's the equivalent of talking about the fucking weather. It's like, yeah, no, I've heard this a million times.
I'm saying recent. Super recent. Fresh in the brain that I was, like, hating you while you were saying it.
Hitting a nerve. Hitting a nerve like sciatica. We're moving on here, guys. Hugh Hefner's dead.
I like how immediately everybody made jokes about him going to hell.
Dude, I saw
he's a ladies' man.
Just before we recorded the podcast, I saw some fucking thing somebody posted on Instagram where it was like, I don't know, someone made like a Tumblr post where it's like, Here's Brooke Shields, 10 years old, naked on the cover of Playboy, but, rest in peace, Hugh Hefner, shaking my fucking head. And it's like, no, I think Brooke Shields really was in Playboy when she was... I don't know why that... I don't know when this was, or how this happened, or why it was legal, but, I mean...
He promoted, like, a nudist culture, man.
Yeah.
He was, like, very liberal, but to a fault.
10, 12, get him in there.
Yeah, like, it's fucked up.
I really didn't know that Playboy did child pornography.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing with Charles Manson too, man. And he had fucking crazy followers. Like people still love that guy, and he's practically the same shit.
I just think, it must have been like in the 70s, right? Because the 70s really towed the line on rape and
he started
pedophilia. It was really a golden age. Of,
he started the prime age of pedophilia and I think he started Playboy in the 60s, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It must have been around that time, I think. Yeah, because I just watched Apocalypse Now for the first time the other day, and they have the whole scene with the Playboy bunnies coming in and shit. That's a really good movie, by the way. Apocalypse Now.
The Hollywood sign.
Yeah. He was big in Vegas. He was a big player. Yeah.
He was also a big player in Vegas. I'm not going to...
I don't know his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
I was going to say, there's no joke there. I was just trying to...
I thought you were talking about OJ Simpson. He's out.
I saw fantastic coverage of him. He said, I'm the same.
I'm the same. I've been in the band for 5 hours. I don't know.
He's like, I've been doing the same thing for 9 years in the same place.
That's pretty fucking funny.
After being out, and he's like, I don't know. I've been in this car for 5 hours.
Yeah, that's how you can tell he did time too. He's still counting time even though he's free. I've been here 5 hours. I still got 13 minutes to wait on the fucking highway and traffic. I just found out this Google Maps thing.
I'm surprised of all things he got at a gas station with a bottle of water. I thought he was gonna get like.
Hey, keep it
they
simple.
They reported on
keep
that?
It simple.
Get the fuck out of there, man.
No, I just saw him drinking a bottle of water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just figured if you walked in,
he's probably healthy.
Shit.
He looked like he was in shape. He looked like he had lost weight from his hearing that he had.
Quick round table. Did he do it? Yox.
The murder?
No, yeah.
Or the robbery. The robbery, yes.
Robbery, yes.
The murder, yes.
The murder, yes.
No, I don't know.
The murder, come on, man.
I mean, yeah.
You almost cut their heads off.
That's
how fucking
until I can read, if I did it, then
this is how I could have done it. This is how I would have done it.
I'll still be that.
But he never released that book?
No. If I...
Really? I thought that got released.
It got sent to
publishing.
Yeah, and the family.
Oh,
the family
they sent a cease and desist or some shit.
Yeah, they were like, it's not being released.
You're rubbing this in her face.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But
he did that shit, man.
Yeah.
No one's strong enough to stab.
Do you think if that book really got released, you wouldn't have seen it on every shelf at every store? Like that would have been the fucking Kroger special when those fucking OJ when that series came out.
Yeah,
Ellen's got it on her show. Today we're looking at the OJ Simpson.
This is the highest selling book in America ever.
Later on the show, Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
she's got a new haircut.
Yeah.
Katy Perry, she's got a new haircut. They all do that fucking pixie cut, man. They all do the same pixie cut.
Yeah, they ruined the short hair for a lot of people. They all Tegan and Sarah it up.
Everybody write in pixie cut, yes or no?
Tegan and Sarah did it tastefully.
Do you like?
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They ruin it.
Do you like your girls a little boyish? You like them a little? You like a tomboy? Write us in. Email us.
I just like him to be a boy. Just a dick.
I like Toms in general.
I'm just a fan of Toms.
I like Tom Selleck, Tom Jones.
Give me a mustache, man.
Tom Hardy. There's did you ever see that video of like the reporter asking Tom Hardy if he's gay at like a panel or something? He's like, "What the fuck does that have to do with this?"
Did he get mad? Did he get really mad?
He's like, "What the fuck does that even have to do with any of this?"
He might be a little gay.
Yeah, I mean,
but who cares? You might be gay if you're that fucking famous in a weird way. He just fucking fucks everything because he's some like god to himself.
I just think he's just chill with himself. I mean, he did some weird shit in Bronson.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some weird shit in there. Man.
Top 10 reasons Bane might be gay?
Well, I never like to show my teeth.
What is that fucking... who's the guy that played Bond? You're doing fucking...
Oh, Sean Connery.
Yeah, you're doing Sean Connery.
Oh, well.
Bane is more like, I was born in your asshole, Batman. I was born eating ass.
Bane sounds like he's got like one of those things like that they use in Scream or something to like change your voice over the phone, but it's just not on.
Okay. He forgot to flick it on.
Is this thing on? Oh, I didn't hit the right button.
Yeah, it must have been great. And you know that football scene, being an extra in the stands there, you probably just had to stand around for a day hearing.
Does that mean we run now?
Is that the cue for Scream?
Yeah.
You know, Bane just he took a knee.
Bane took a fucking knee.
He took a fucking knee.
Top 10 reasons why Bane would have took a knee. If
Bane killed himself, you mean? Like he just took a knee at the stadium and blew it up still?
That's what that whole scene was about. It was about the whole controversy. You see the director, Christopher Nolan, he was really ahead of his time in political thinking. Really, he foresaw the Trump presidency, and The Dark Knight Rises is kind of like, you know, an allegory for what was to come a few years down
and he's a huge 49ers fan.
Wait, who? Stop
Wait, Christopher Nolan.
Oh.
Because you said he saw this happening, right? And he foreshadowed it?
Yeah, he foreshadowed it.
Colin Kaepernick was his favorite player.
I didn't see any burgundy and gold.
I'm taking a knee right now. I'm taking a knee. I currently am kneeling. I'm on my knee because, you know, I'm just not going to stand for any of this. Woo. What are they protesting exactly? I still haven't got a clear answer on it.
They're protesting
civil rights.
Well, that civil rights.
It's like a Rosa Parks. They're
kind of
like
cop stuff.
It's about police brutality. Yeah. That's what it's about.
Police killing unarmed black men. That's it.
Is what the take a knee thing is for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
These $1 million boys taking a knee for. They get pulled over by the cops. They're like, "Oh, Marshawn Lynch. You're, I like...
Marshawn Lynch.
Wait, is that the guy who started it?
No. That Colin Kaepernick started it.
Oh,
but I'm saying, yeah, he's not getting profiled. He's not gonna get pulled over, and the cops like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
They're like, holy shit, it's Skittles. Because we're not all fucking racist. We don't think all black people look alike.
I think they should just make all the cops black.
Hey, man, Baltimore's doing it.
Or no, hold on. They should make all
Not
the cops
literally,
Asian as a neutral.
Cops.
Make it neutral. All the cops have to be Asian. Because honestly, when an Asian person says the N-word, I feel like nobody knows what to do. Like, is it really racist if an Asian person says? So make them like they're kind of immediate.
It is.
Make them the cops.
Is it? Nah.
It's almost worse.
We should just import all of those Chinese tourists that come over and just make them cops. And just make them a cop for a day. Make that a thing that only Chinese tourists can. They can come over and be cops.
I wonder, are Chinese cops armed? Do they have pistols? They do, don't they?
I don't know.
I would think so.
I bet they do.
Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, I know in Britain they don't.
You don't hear about gun laws?
Yeah,
and shit
because
in
remember
China?
they were shooting at Batman. Didn't you remember that? When he went to China? They were shooting at Batman.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he went to China and kidnapped the Chinese business guy that ran all their money.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
Dark Knight.
I thought Christian Bale went over to China and got shot at.
No, it did sound like you were like talking about a guy going and filming Batman in China and getting shot at or something. Like it sounded like what?
They said they did that shit in Batman.
No, yeah.
Ah, jeez.
But shit, even in Japan they have armed cops, don't they?
Yeah, only cops have guns.
Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, all these, I hear countries like that get brought up in arguments all the time for, like, really liberal politics and stuff. They have the same fucking shit as us, really, you know?
But they don't use it. They just have it.
They didn't enter the void. They shut the fuck out of that kid.
I was actually
just trying to dump ecstasy in his fucking toilet.
Do they really have that
No,
strict?
I thought that was
Does Japan have super strict?
Ecstasy, dude.
Was that E or the DMT?
No, it was DMT. It was
You
DMT.
sure, man?
Yeah, no,
He
he
was
smoked
selling-
DMT in that movie.
He was
yeah.
selling DMT.
Yeah,
No, but the
it's-
pills were E though. I thought he was
might have
getting
had
his
E
girl
pills that he
high
was
and
flying.
he was selling it. Yeah.
He might have been, yeah, but he was smoking DMT before.
I'm pretty sure he was selling ecstasy though. Like that's what they're talking about.
Regardless,
No,
good,
that's all I'm saying.
good movie. And
Because
so-
like that's what I was told that that they're allowed to shoot at him because he's like a known drug dealer or something.
Is that?
And
That's
the
what I
scene-
was gonna ask. Does Japan
Yeah.
have super strict drug laws like that, or is-
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck yeah, they do.
yeah,
I know their
it's
drug
crazy-
laws are
crazy drug
narcotic
but
laws
they're
are
not gonna
strict.
shoot at you.
it's not like the
Well,
Philippines.
okay.
That was what
Yeah.
was unrealistic about it. They
Right.
made it.
They shot him through the fucking door.
Yeah, they
Well,
wanted
no.
to
To
do
be
that.
fair, in the scene, he says he has a gun. He's behind the door and he's like, "I have a gun," and then they shoot him. So I think it's more of the fact that he said he had a gun.
Oh shit.
Did he say he had a gun?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
haven't watched the
remember.
movie in forever, but I distinctly remember,
remember when it
him
came
being
out.
like he had a gun.
I actually still have that on an old hard drive.
Yeah, that's I watched it a few years ago before I really watched movies, and it was fucking it's a long movie. I don't think it's perfect or anything, but
It was
it's
cool. It was cool to
it
look
makes
at.
you feel like you're fucking tripping 'cause
Yeah.
it's just a long.
It was aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very. If anything, it's aesthetically pleasing. It has some really good moments.
It's really weird. It's ancestral too.
Yeah, very incestual. He's like reborn through his fucking sister's vagina at the end, I think.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Yeah. Isn't that what happened in 2001: A Space Odyssey? He gets born through his sister's vagina.
I haven't seen that movie in forever either.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good old Stanley.
Like I was talking about before the podcast, I'm a big fan of David Lynch. I like everything I've seen by David Lynch. And I was telling you guys, I tried to give Lost Highway a chance, which is a movie made in 1997. Trying to explain the plot would be fucking boring and just long-winded. But I stopped watching it halfway through because it was fucking boring as shit. Write in the comments, what am I missing here? Is Lost Highway actually a good movie? Because I got an hour and a half in, or like an hour and 15 minutes in, and it was, well, yeah, I guess you could say I was lost. You know, I gave that movie 2 popcorn buckets out of 10.
2 popcorn.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
I give that movie 2 golden popcorns.
The chick's tits were nice, alright? She did have a really nice ass, but that movie...
Each titty gets 1 gold popcorn.
Yeah, but, dude, that movie was just so fucking boring. Like, it was so fucking stupid, and it had stupid cliches, and it just was directed weird, and not in the good kind of weird way. Like, it was like, I don't know. It felt
Some
like David
movies bring it
Lynch...
together, though, at the end like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's supposed to intersect into a second story, and the second story started, and it was like, oh my god.
You should watch all
my
Marlon
fucking
Brando
god.
stuff.
Yeah, Marlon Brando was in Apocalypse Now, right? Like
But he's
I was reading shit, and it was like, first of all, he was like doing ridiculous negotiations for how much he was gonna get paid, but also he was too fucking fat.
Yeah, he was
he was too fucking fat, so they had to film all of his scenes like in the dark.
Yeah.
Like all of his shots, you can just see his head, and he's like
got
wearing.
and he's got a bandana thing on too, like a headband.
No, he's bald.
He's bold, isn't he?
No, he has a headband.
Dude, I literally
on
just
scene
watched
too,
it.
Right?
No, he's just bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they had a body double for like wide shots where it was just like a tall dude to make him look big.
I thought he had the headband on in the hut.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, he
I
was
need to
bald
watch
the
it
whole
again.
time.
Remember when Lawrence Fishburne shot up the boat with fucking
Yeah.
I didn't know that was Lawrence Fishburne
Yeah.
until I was like, holy shit, that's a very young Lawrence
Dude,
Fishburne.
when he fucked them up on the boat, I was just like, God damn.
Yeah.
That started his career, man.
Yeah, he unloaded on them on those Charlie.
On
You
Charlie.
gotta watch it on the waterfront.
Gooks.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I was alluding towards, but I didn't know if I wanted to be that brash.
What,
I'm
gooks?
trying to limit my use of the gook word.
Man, the word... to me, as an Asian, the funniest racial slur I've heard was wall biters.
What the fuck is wall biters?
Because Asian people's faces are so flat they can just bite a wall.
I've never fucking heard that.
Heard that from my grandpa, and I was like, Jesus, man. Like, what?
I think slopes is kind of funny. It just sounds funny.
Slopes.
Yeah. That's another Asian one there. I also like Bakdai Wata. You wonton ass nigga.
Why? Like, that's the thing. I don't see black people racist towards Asian people anymore. Ever.
They say
Black people
that used to be
fucking
the best.
hate. Black people hate Spanish people, though. Have you ever seen?
Oh shit!
Yeah. Specifically Mexicans. I've seen it firsthand. Black people fucking
Depends
hate
on who you run into.
Mexicans.
It depends on who you run into with me. Like I haven't seen. I mean, I've seen that a lot, but I'm saying like I haven't seen the drop off in it. Is what I mean. Like now with I guess Syria and immigration, China just doesn't get any focus from black people anymore.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Hard time to be a Muslim, right? Indeed. Let them in or let them out. I don't know. Think about it. I don't know. Put up a straw poll or something. Maybe people can figure.
well, I'd say for everybody that's advocating for rights for Muslims, like every time they work, they're doing something more. Like they're getting further and further. It's only getting better in the U.S. It's not getting worse. Trust me.
Unlike the media would lead you to believe. Guys,
we have
come
been,
on.
We have
news.
been, well, we have been the worst.
Fuck
we have been the worst
What happened
in
to
U.S.
What
We've
happened
been
when
there.
we all? What happened to when we all came together with the Occupy movement? We were all together on something. Now we're all divided on something. This is a very analytical, political podcast. We're all former college professors that got thrown out for having not so correct views on politics. I'm here with Jordan Peterson.
What's fucked up is I was hanging out with this girl in New York, and she was telling me how, like, she had to go through Coney Island on 9/11, like the day it happened.
Yeah.
And she said there were like Muslim neighborhoods for real that were celebrating. They were like fucking jumping up in the air, like, yes, we're fucking beating the West. You know what I mean?
Holy shit!
Like that's it. What's fucked up is like, that's cool. It's okay if you believe that. Like, I'm not even mad at those people. But when the media goes like, oh, anybody that says that happened is a fucking racist liar because in no way in hell could we accept somebody doing that because we advocate for them.
Yeah.
Then that's when I get mad. It's like, well, don't call me a fucking liar when I specifically saw something or know somebody that's not going to lie to me.
There's a lot of under the rug stuff here going on, all right? You know, okay? All right, listen here. I'm a straight white male, okay? So, my opinion doesn't matter. But, I think it might be a little bit more than just us. I'm just saying.
And if it's any consolation, this girl was black.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she was racist towards Chinese. No, I'm kidding.
she
was legit.
The fucking Chinese. The fucking Chinese. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's from official Japan right there. But that's always been it. Like, Japan has always hated China, right?
Always.
So then fuck yes. I'm on Japan's side
Didn't
all
Japan
day.
really fuck up China in World War II?
They did.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
they did.
Yeah.
But it was both sides, right?
I think it was more Japan.
Okay. This is who should win in that.
I think
this
it
is
was
who
a
you should be on the
Chinese
side
baby
of.
on that bayonet and that really
This should be-
famous photo.
This is who you should be on the side of. Who fought who with guns first?
Probably the Japanese.
Was it Japanese that came to
The
China?
conquistadors.
No, but I'm serious. Was it the Japanese that used Western fucking technology with guns and shit?
I would assume.
And to come in on China, and they were like, oh, we have these fucking scimitars or whatever the fuck swords, and the fucking Japan's lighting them up with goddamn muskets or something, then yeah, Japan, you guys suck. China, I kind of feel for China.
Did
but
you
if
watch
China
It Man? Did you watch It Man?
I think
It Man?
Yeah.
But, I mean, was
He
that
fought the
true? Like, like
that
come the fuck on, man.
That shit happened.
It's Ip Man, not solidified history.
They came in and they just beat up the Chinaman because
so Japanese people introduced guns first. Is what you're saying?
No, to
or
China?
Chinese did.
No, China no.
So Japan introduced it, is what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I'm on China's side. Fuck Japan.
It's kind of like what we.
It's crazy.
Kind of like what we did with Afghanistan, where we just gave them guns and then we just got fighting them with it.
Dude,
yeah, that's pretty
Japan,
fun.
Japan fighting China and China not having guns.
That turned out great.
That's like them playing baseball but giving China fucking tennis rackets.
Yeah.
Hit this over the fence.
Yeah, they gave same shit to Afghanistan. It's tennis rackets.
Man, kickball was the shit in gym class.
It was.
You just made me think of kickball for some reason.
If you played
kickball was
you were
fun.
a bitch if you hurt yourself.
Well, if you played it,
yeah, dude, you remember those kids who would really try, and then they would somehow hit the top of the ball and fall over themselves.
You stubbed your toe on a fucking rubber ball of air.
You fucking little ass bitch. You little stupid bitch.
Get some better Velcros, you piece of shit.
Hey, let's all spit on the kid with Asperger's. Stupid bitch can't fucking kick a kickball.
My aunt has raised 2 autistic children, right?
Oh my god, that's really unlucky.
And she's always felt like she's been on the spectrum and stuff. So it's not even like that. It's not even like they're they're not even any different. But she's on the notion of Asperger's is not a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
She said she hates it when people say, I have Asperger's. You know what I mean? It's not really it's not really a disease, or not disease, but a spectrum thing as much as it is just a social problem.
You're just a dumbass bitch.
In a way, it's you just need to get over your fucking weird stuff in public. That's how it made it sound to me. But I was like, well, okay.
Hey bitch, you organizing all your Legos by color and counting to a 100 every morning? You just a dumbass bitch. You ain't autistic.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You like Minecraft? It's your favorite game? You ain't autistic, bitch. Come on, pick yourself up.
You like building? You ain't autistic.
If I ever had a kid that was obsessed with Minecraft, I'd immediately think autism.
I don't know. It's a pretty popular kid thing, though. Shit. No, man, autism might be a pretty popular kid thing. Dude, every kid's got autism. The hip new thing with the kids, transgenderism. Should your kid get a sex change at 8? I think so. I don't know. Top 10 reasons why. Check it out on BuzzFeed. How would you handle your kid if he was doing drugs? You thought I was gonna say if he was wanting to be transgender. I frankly wouldn't care, because I advocate for gay rights, for trans rights. All right, don't come at me. All right, before I say anything, I have to preface it with this fucking bandage. Okay, before I say anything, I have to make sure that you're comfortable. I have to fucking tuck you in with warm milk, make sure you're all right before I say the controversial thing. Anyway, what would you do if you caught your kid smoking dope?
Smoking dope?
I don't know. Crack?
It depends. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with this.
Crack dope, or
I wanted to do some bit on how would you discipline your kids, and I went to drugs.
All I was thinking about was an 8-year-old knowing that they want to change genders and really has their fucking life together compared to anyone else that's been trans as an adult. How does that happen? How does the world change so much that it's well, I'm gonna definitely be a woman at 8.
I always say this. Maybe it's a little insensitive, but I listened to Korn when I was 13. I don't listen to Korn now.
Right.
That was good.
I saw something where it was this famous streamer that was that was trans, went transitioned from male to female, then female was straight, and then as a female became gay. So like eventually I just became a straight man.
Literally just Mr. Garrison from South Park.
Yeah. So,
like literally the same joke, but in reality.
Like, I mean, it's just, there's going to be switchbacks.
Yeah, I was telling Andrew
need to
earlier,
act like
I want to
that.
get the Guinness World Record for most sex changes back and forth.
That's actually probably a legitimate fucking.
I don't think you can go. I don't think you can get your dick back once they put it inside.
Well, yeah. If you think about it, women going to men, they're fucked, aren't they? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you getting your clitoris like put on the tip of your dick so you can feel stimulation? Or like
they hook up one of those pump systems and you pump. I'm not even joking. They literally. No, I know. No, I'm saying, but it's. I don't think I'm joking. I could be wrong, but like I think I've heard.
You're castrating yourself sexually. You are, and it's sad. It's fucked up. I really do feel bad for trans people that are transitioning, and then they're never going to be able to, like, they really do make that leap, and they're like, well, fuck, I'm never going to come again.
I was reading I was reading a Reddit thread where it was some dude who went to female, and then he was like, I thought I'd be happier, but I'm, like, even more depressed now because I'm bleeding out of this fucking hole every day, and it's disgusting, and I feel like I've made a grave mistake here.
I mean, that's so fucked, though. Like it's sad. Like,
it's really sad.
It sounds like, you know, I'm being hateful, you know, but I just don't want to see that pain happen to somebody. It's fucked, dude. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's times where it's like, man, I bought a pair of Jinko jeans because I wanted to feel cool.
Yeah,
you know? I never wanted to fucking cut my dick off and be a woman.
I think all we're saying here is, I think all we're saying here is that if you really want to do that, you better fucking really want to do it.
Right.
Like, more than you would think about a fucking tattoo or something. You better really want to do it. Yeah. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think... No. But I think there's a slippery...
It's not trendy. It is not a trendy, cool thing. Like, it should be a normal thing. It shouldn't be anything trendy about it.
Yeah, no, that's the problem I have, is that it's become a trendy thing to where it's all in the media.
Actually,
it's pushed in weird ways, and it's just it's uncomfortable, honestly.
I watched the shit Netflix movie about that. Some like 16-year-old girl turning into a boy. It was just fucking.
I mean, it's got like you automatically become depressed if you are saying with yourself, I do not like myself naturally. I was supposed to be something else. You're immediately depressed no matter the best outcome of that. You can have all the money, all the hormone treatment, everything. You are still never going to feel like you were in the body you were supposed to be in. You're going to feel like you're in the shell or the creation of what you think you are supposed to be. You're doomed. And it sucks, but don't feel like just because you have an ounce of that feeling, it means I have to dive into feeling that way for the rest of my life. You know?
You think tripping on acid is any different for trans people?
Shit. Like, yeah, how does that happen? Like, does something... Man, I would be so interested in seeing, like, do you really start to think you're a different name? Like transsexual people are almost like the beginning to see if a person can really just change, you know, like into another person.
Yeah, I mean, everybody always hits a point where they're like, man, I just want to leave everything behind and start anew, you know? You know, man, if I could just start over... You know, if I could just start over, man, I'd do it all different.
But you would, if you were like this...
I'd do everything right.
Think of it like this, though.
No, you wouldn't, you fucking idiot.
Think about it like this, though. You're a man, right? Or you're a boy, and you've hated this. You've relished the thought. Every day you wake up, you look at your dick, and you're like, ugh, I'm supposed to be a girl, you know?
Why did a dick here? There's supposed to be a pussy here.
Could you transition, and I guess... the time that you were a boy be so rough that you block it out is what I mean. Like, could you effectively make it so traumatic that you become a different person altogether? It's almost like you completely forget. That's what I mean. Like, are we gonna really legitimately meet 35-year-old Sally who transitioned when she was 18 and she really doesn't remember anything about being a boy at all? Like, could that be possible? Maybe? I don't know.
I think they would still remember.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's just, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's why I said maybe because of trauma. I don't know.
Just because so many butt rapes happened.
A lot of trans talk here. Just remember, boys, whatever we said, don't get offended. You're a fucking pussy if you get offended, you stupid ass bitch. This is normal. This is normal fucking conversation.
That I would talk to this with them about. You know?
If you can't handle this conversation, you a dumbass bitch, man.
You a dumbass
bitch.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Dude.
I had a gay guy just tell me that I might be gay because I said Jim Norton. Is he gay because he fucks trans women, like dudes that are women, pretty much? Like, yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's like, what if he believes they're women in a weird way? I don't know. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But this man questioned that you were gay.
He was like, you might be on the spectrum. I was like, whoa.
What is this autism?
I was like, what? I was like, because you know. I think this guy might not think he's gay.
You should say, why are you calling me autistic here?
He's probably got Asperger's. He's got Asperger's.
Like, would I be gay? Yes. But Jim Norton, does he think he's gay?
Dude, every time we do stand up, right? Every time we've done stand up in the past few months here, if there's a trans person there, they're always offended by your mind's like act. Like
they're just offended by our presence.
I guess I don't know because
you see it.
I put the video up. You people have probably seen it if you're listening this far into the podcast. But yeah, I did stand up at a house show and I offended a trans person with my.
But so okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, they did. I found out about this after the fact. They didn't come up and say anything to me like a real woman, man, like a real man.
God, man, you fucking low hanging fruit, you son of a bitch. God damn, man.
I'm sorry if you're listening to this trans person. I really didn't mean to. I didn't have any trans material in my act, so I don't know why you.
That's what I thought was weird.
Yeah,
your shit. Like the only thing that but this is me assuming like the bug chaser shit. But
yeah,
that,
no,
like, you didn't really.
You were saying you saw that one dude like cringe at that joke.
Yeah, I thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, no, it's
not all rainbows and gumdrops in the fucking world of butt fucking.
I wasn't that joke. I'm not
butt
meant to.
Gets dirty.
It does,
like
man.
In my head, like I wasn't like at the end of that joke during that set there. I explained it at the end. Because I felt like it didn't hit it all, but I wasn't like I don't feel like I'm supposed to explain that.
No,
joke,
you're not. Fuck that.
Yeah,
continue.
Yeah,
let them eat shit.
Yeah,
let them fall on the sword, man.
But yeah, boys, we're hitting the stand-up comedy hard here. Me and Yox, we're getting better. We're hitting open mics, trying to film it when we can. Hopefully going to be the next Kings of Comedy. We're going to do a world tour of the Kings of Comedy.
We'll film some shit Wednesday.
Yeah, well, we're gonna hit an open mic Wednesday. I'm gonna probably write some new material for that. I might do a character bit. I might do some whole elaborate thing. I don't know yet. I feel way more comfortable with it now, though. Like, after doing that house set, open mics, I feel like I'm not even nervous about them now. It's like open mics or not. After doing doing that fucking weird-ass set.
And you also did it without, like, I mean, you wrote, but you didn't fucking rehearse. Or,
yeah, no. As everybody likes to point out in the comments, yes, I'm still using fucking notes on stage, alright? Like, I just started out.
Well, that, it's like, you're not fucking gonna write a bit and memorize it in your mirror and then go do it for the first time.
That's what people advocate in the comments. They're like, practice it in front of the mirror. It's like, I don't know, my creative process doesn't work that way. But
no, you should practice some stuff in the mirror if you feel like it might need that little bit to make it funny.
Yeah, I feel like anytime I've practiced stand-up comedy to myself or like in a room, it's never like it is on stage. Because once you get on stage, you have all those weird nerves and you're like, honestly, I feel like a completely different person when I'm on stage. I don't even feel like myself.
And if your premise is funny enough, you should be able to make parts of it funny that you didn't even have written on paper.
Yeah, I mean, I'm I'm definitely gonna try. I think maybe this open mic on Wednesday, I might try and go noteless. I might try and go up.
Yeah,
and just.
I'll do that.
I think that would be a good exercise. I'm not saying like, hey, I want to have notes on, but like, I'm doing fucking open mics in Richmond, Virginia, and doing house sets. Like, let me hold a fucking piece of paper.
I literally just went to the Comedy Cellar last week. Professional stand-ups that work every night in New York are using their cell phones.
See, yeah, I don't think people. I think a lot of these people
does that, man.
I mean, like a lot of these comments I'm getting about not using the notes. I think a lot of these people just watch Netflix specials and don't realize. Because I didn't until I started doing open mics with you. I didn't even know it was commonplace at open mics to just like have fucking notes with you.
But that's also another thing too, though. Is like
it's fucking hard to remember shit.
And that's the other thing is that you're supposed to repeat stuff. Dude, I don't repeat shit, really, you know. I try to do new stuff every single time.
Yeah, fun. I try to do... I mean, I've tried recycling jokes here. Like,
I save stuff. Like, I have a ton of shit, but it's like... I don't know, I like doing new stuff. I like getting new laughs, if I can.
Yeah, it's fucking... It's fun, what we're doing right now, though. Hitting all these open mics.
And then doing the same shit.
Doing not even really edgy material, but still somehow offending people each time. Like I was telling... I didn't film this bit, or I didn't film this set. I did this like a week ago at that place we usually do it. And I hadn't filmed it because I went alone, but like I did a bit where in the beginning I was like... Basically, the joke I built up saying, like, oh, you guys, you know, probably don't know who I am, but you do know who I am, and you're probably already really big fans of me. Like, I'm kind of a big deal. And I was like, you know, I'm the reincarnation of Richard Pryor. And the one black dude in the room who was a comedian, like, immediately walked out after that joke. It's not even like all he said was it
might be offensive to stand-up comedians. That's it. Like I can almost be like understand why that guy walked out. like, okay.
I don't know. I had a weird compulsion, and this really happened. This is a weird compulsion when I said that joke. I just, for some reason, consciously stared him down at the punchline of the joke. The only black guy in the room, I stared him down while I said. I don't even know why. But it was still a good set. That set was kind of decent. Like I at least had an audience there, which is nice because I've only gone up 4 times now, but the second time we went up there was nobody in there, and that's the second stand-up video I put up, where it's just like nobody's reacting because there was like 3 people in the room who were waiting to go up after me, or the guy was waiting to go up after me to do his bit to his friends.
Right.
And the bartender.
Yeah. Before I forget too, I met a comedian that was old roommates with Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
And his name's Will Sylvans. And he's got a movie coming out called I Am Maurice. People should check the trailer out for that.
I Am Reese's Pieces. Check it out.
Search HBO Boxing After Dark, and he's the first video that comes up.
Yeah, because you went up to New York about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, and
you were just hanging out, vacationing. You went to the Comedy Cellar and all that, hung out.
And the guy is very cool, very nice, and he's getting a bunch of people, like very famous stand-ups, to fucking help raise money for the movie in October, and he didn't even have to email me or anything, man. I gave him the information and told him about like OnYourComputer and everything, and
hell yeah,
he like hit me up and shit. So he's
networking for us. Hell yeah, I hate networking, so you're doing that for you.
he's a nice guy too, and very fucking funny, very funny. But and the movie's serious too. Like he wrote it himself, and
yeah, I want to get into making serious film. Like I want to be a legitimate filmmaker at some point. I know that's ridiculous looking at my YouTube channel, but my goal is to one day be a serious director who makes thoughtful films.
I thought you were gonna say one day be Michael Bay.
Be Michael Bay.
I was gonna say one Bay be day Michael Bay.
I think that one day I could be Michael Bay. I like Transformers. Let a fucking Down syndrome kid direct a movie. Like Hollywood should just like that would be great publicity, right? You could be like
the camera's just diving into the floor instead of like action shots. They're just diving into the ground.
Hold on, it would be great publicity, right? Hold on, stay with me here. It would be great publicity. The first movie to be ever directed by a Down syndrome person. And then, yeah, like you said, the camera's just shaking around.
It's like a helicopter scene, but it completely goes off focus to the sky.
You can check out this film in theaters now. It's called Mother, starring Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, shit. I've heard a lot of different views about that movie.
Yeah, I watched the Red Letter Media review on it. I'm not going to go see that movie, but yeah, it seems like the director tried to do he was trying to do the thing where like, oh, the story is an allegory for like an old story, and it's supposed to, the whole movie's supposed to basically be the Bible,
right?
And it's
and
that's
why I don't fuck it.
Yeah, I don't. I don't need to go.
I don't
see
need to
that.
hear Jennifer Lawrence's fucking side of the Bible.
Yeah, no, she's supposed to be Mother Nature in the movie.
Around.
Yeah, no, she is Mother Nature.
She symbolizes it. Yeah.
Gay.
She's supposed to symbolize it. She's supposed to symbolize the second coming of Jesus or whatever. Fuck that.
Yeah. Who's Jesus?
Well, apparently, I mean, this spoilers here, I guess, but apparently at the end of the movie they totally murder and eat a baby, so that's fucking sick. That's totally metal. That's rad.
Black metal. No, fuck. I'm trying to think.
It's like, how do you go to Hollywood executives and you're like, all right, this is my movie. At one point in the movie, there's a baby that gets crowd surfed around and then murdered and eaten.
Well, yeah, at that point, you're just looking for controversy, man. And y'all remember the last time y'all saw an Oscar movie, like one that was like gonna be like, you know, nominated and shit in theaters? What was the last one y'all saw?
The last one that I can think was kind of like, I don't know, that movie Room was a pretty, it was like, that swept the Oscars, but that was a good movie. Room was
You saw it in theaters? You saw Room in theaters?
I saw it like Bruce showed it to me.
Oh, see, I'm talking about it in theaters.
We're talking about nominated or just...
I don't know.
Nominated.
In theaters, I don't think I ever really see Oscar movies in theaters. I don't go to the movies very often at all.
Last one I saw, The Revenant.
The last movie I saw in theaters was fucking Ghost in the Shell, and that was ass cancer. Bad movie. I've never even seen the anime, but that movie sucked.
Oscar movies now, they're not. They have to be obscure and fucked up. They're not ever titans of the box office anymore. Like The Revenant was a big deal because it was like fucking epic, but now, and like Birdman was crazy because of the shots and how it was filmed.
Yeah,
same director.
But like even the movies that were nominated against them and the movies that won weren't like big box office hits.
Okay, so if we were going to make an Oscar-worthy movie, alright, what would we do? Okay, so like it has to be shocking, right? Okay, so...
Well, you might as well just rape a child. Like, that's like, I mean, it's...
We'll call the movie The Rape of a Child.
Yeah.
The Rape of Child.
And somehow that,
The Rape of Child.
And somehow that child gets pregnant and then has...
And we'll film it over the course...
child has to have Jesus.
And we have to film it over the course of 20 years, right?
Yeah.
So,
and that's the other thing. That guy had that movie, fucking Boyhood or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit, the reason that even got fucking such amazing acclaim was how it was shot. Like, it's like everything's been done. Nobody gives a fuck.
To be fair, I like Richard Linklater, but I mean, I've only watched a lot of his early work, so I haven't seen Boyhood, but I do like and respect Richard Linklater. But yeah, Boyhood.
I bet Boyhood's really excellent.
It's all right.
I've heard it's decent.
Yeah.
I think if you film a movie for that long, you probably lose focus and why.
Yeah, man. And the story better be fucking amazing for these people to go, hey, I'll continue this in 6 years. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I don't know. What did these parents sign away their child to be like, yeah, you can film our kid for 12 years?
Well, who has the fucking audacity to say, I can film this movie this long and expect everybody to be healthy and there?
Richard Linklater.
Well, you're right.
Yeah, because I think he might have got a big head because, I mean, he has made some amazing movies, but then he makes all these amazing movies and like, well, I can fucking film a movie over 12 years. Fuck it. I'm Richard Linklater. I made fucking Still Life. I fuck it. We'll film a movie over 12 years. Who cares? Scanner Darkly, though. Very good Richard Linklater movie. Fuck Boyhood, Scanner Darkly. Yeah. Everybody should check that out. Very good fucking movie. That's a fucking sick movie.
Who made Good Will Hunting?
I don't know. Let me look that up. Actually, I'm curious.
I actually just watched that again.
You hit a cop. You're going in.
It's actually a pretty fucking good movie, man. Matt Damon. It's cheesy, but it's fucking good.
Director Gus Van
Gus
Sant.
Van Sant, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, this guy.
That was a good movie, man.
Good old Gus boy.
But it makes it like, oh, this is another thing I thought that was crazy, right? Like Robin Williams choke jerking himself to death. In that movie, he was like a legitimate psychiatrist and stuff. Like he gave up studying.
What fucking movie are you talking about?
Good Will Hunting.
Oh, I thought you said he autoerotic asphyxiation.
No, that's how he died in real life.
Yeah.
And then
he died hanging himself, didn't he?
Yeah, with a belt from a doorknob jerking off.
Wait, that Robin Williams didn't die that way.
That's the rumor. Yeah.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Have you ever seen World's Greatest Dad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's his kid dies in that movie the same way. Really? No, that's bullshit. I heard he fucking just killed himself.
No, it was Wait,
where the fuck are you hearing this?
Listen, it's the same thing in all the reports of Chris Cornell, of Chester Bennington. They hang themselves, but they can manipulate the weight, and manipulating the weight means you can touch the ground. The only way you're hanging yourself is from a fucking doorknob.
So wait, you're telling me that? Hold on, you're telling me that Robin Williams, Chris Cornell, and Chester Bennington were all.
I'm not the only person that says this.
Yeah,
I'm not. It's actually widely spread.
Well, I think Cornell and Bennington.
No, those. Yeah. Okay.
Because the child porn shit.
No, just the murder conspiracy makes sense. They both died the same way with muscle bands.
And they did both donate to
the porn
some type of charity,
like the whole Black Book and all.
Yeah. No,
we're getting real conspiracy.
Maybe.
It's been long enough. We can talk about it.
Yeah, maybe, no, I'm not thinking about it. It just came out of fucking. I didn't know you were dead serious about Robin Williams autoerotic.
No, yeah, I mean that's I've heard from people. It seems like a pretty legitimate argument, and it's not bad. Like, dude,
yeah,
it's common. It's common amongst people as well that have suffered with narcotics addiction for long periods of time, such as Robin Williams with cocaine. And it especially, like, it's been linked to people that try to go against depression. And it's like fucking weird sexual kinks later in life are like the way to get the high and the rush. And it's fucking doing that big time.
Like to the point where you black out.
Yeah, and that's how and you fucking die. It's like the ultimate rush. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
if that's really how he died, he must have felt real awkward filming that fucking movie. World's Greatest Dad.
Right, man. No, it's fucked, dude. Like, if you think about it, if that's how Chester Bennington died, they showed the video of him playing with jelly beans or whatever the fucking day of his death. You know, like he went and hung himself that night, supposedly. So it was like, fuck.
Yeah, Chris Cornell he played a concert the night he killed himself. I mean, if you're saying, I don't know, I haven't heard these
theories. He might have fucking finished off and wanted to fucking beat off.
His wife even said she found him, like he hung himself though.
But with...
It was weight, dude. He could manipulate the weight. How did he hang himself? I mean, like, think about it. We're standing in a room right now.
Well,
if I hooked something up on the ceiling and hung myself, I would have to make it so my feet can't touch shit.
He used workout bands, too.
He used workout. Okay, I mean, you can use a belt, whatever, but if I use this doorknob and I'm just like fucking Indian style and I have my fucking neck on it and I can just go like this and then slump, then that's how you fucking do it. You can manipulate the weight on your fucking neck and stuff. It's fucked up, man. But that's how the police report it.
So you think Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington died within weeks of each other both jacking off?
It's very possible. Yes.
And they were friends.
Yeah.
They taught each other.
You never jerked off with your friends?
One night they were on tour and they were just like,
Dude,
hey, I want to show you how I beat off. Watch this. And he's like, oh man.
No. What's even better is that they probably got two adjacent hotel rooms on tour. And you know how hotel rooms sometimes share a door? So like they got each on the other side and they're like, wait a second. And they knock.
Chester?
And then somebody knocks back. And they open the door, and they each got belts on their neck. Dude! We could have been choke jerking months ago.
Hey, let's link belts through the doors, man. Let's close the doors and choke each other.
Yeah, dude, if you feel a tug, man, wake me up. Dude, it's fucked, man. Like David Carradine, nobody talks about that. And he legitimately, that's when they stopped telling people how it happened, because it ruined his name. It ruined his name.
You think David Carradine made it so now if they ever catch a celebrity,
they can't say it.
They can't say it. They just
dude, he was in karate. Like there was people that are like my dad's age that love David Carradine. You know, like they grew up with him, and his fucking sullied name. He's old choke jerker.
He's the old man choke jerker.
He's done.
Choke jerker.
Like now everybody looks at him like a sick weirdo because of Kill Bill and shit. Like how fucking, like now that's like a misogynistic role because he was fucking killed.
Yeah, that's anybody from our generation. That's what they know him as.
Yeah,
I don't know David Carradine and anything else really.
Karate was a I'm pretty sure it's a syndicated show, 70s action show. Like he's a legitimate karate master. Like he was a professional martial artist.
They say he's a black belt.
Yeah, dude. He had a couple stripes on his black belt. But
Davey Carradine.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, but what I was gonna say about Robin Williams is like, it's fucked because he was such a compassionate guy in like some of his movies and stuff, but in a way he was so good at that because I feel like he was just like so fucking sad.
For sure.
Man.
Yeah,
like, drugs fried him, man.
No, you ever hear that story? I forget the context or who the fuck he was talking to, but like he had just like killed like at a stand-up performance of a theater, and he got off stage and he was talking to somebody. I might be butchering the story, but he basically was saying to the dude, "I could make all these people happy, but I can't even make myself happy."
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's fucked, and he and it's sad too because he dug his own grave. Like even amongst his peers, he was known as like he would steal. Like he was known as a plagiarist, man, for stand up, and in a way, like he could never handle that. Like he was more, so he was like this corny fucking character, and then he was doing other people's bits, and of course he's making money off it, great. But then cocaine, drug addiction, loneliness. It sucks, man. And then he still continued to do it throughout his entire fucking life successfully. I don't know how. I guess it's money. And to think Cosby taunted every woman he raped because his catchphrase was, which was what they did when he was fucking them. So. Like, dude, there was about 30 women cringing during the Cosby Show.
Yeah, how did they go all those years watching the Cosby Show? Turn that off.
Every episode, you just have in your head 30 people are cringing right now.
Dude, I used to watch that show so much growing up, and now they don't even syndicate it.
Yeah, Cosby's back on.
It's back on.
It's back on.
It is?
Yeah.
They syndicate it now?
Well, no, it was syndicated, and then people stopped using it, and now people are using it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's still a good show. So
no, it's excellent. but
I was doing it since I was a kid. It might just be, sitcom schlock, but I mean, growing up,
he was doing the rape face though every time he went. Pudding.
Slip
this
this
fucking seized up
in your drink.
GHB chick.
Have you ever heard of GHB? It's
You ever seen a woman slip in and out of consciousness while she's coming?
Yeah, I found this old Cosby record, and he just had these jokes about like slipping drinks, and I don't know how we didn't see it coming.
Have you heard his B-sides? There's just a lot of.
And then he starts predicting future terrorist attacks. He's predicted 9/11 on his 1971 record. And they'll fly into the Twin Towers on September 11th, 2001. I've been Bill Cosby.
Have you been down the rabbit hole yet of Back to the Future and 9/11 and all that?
No.
Fucking Back to the Future 2.
That is
the
a whole
upside down Twin Towers on the fucked up TV because he's upside down in the thing. He's old and his back's fucked up, so they have him hanging. Remember? He's floating like.
Oh, yeah.
Am I remembering this wrong, or in Deus Ex, the video game, is the Twin Towers missing? I feel like they.
I can't remember, man. I feel like that might be that game though that.
I swear to God, like I remember hearing Deus Ex's Twin Towers. I could be wrong. Whatever, you know.
But dude, that could be an easy oversight. Easily.
Speaking of
I think they like in the game have something about how it was like attacked by terror. But I think I'm making shit up now.
And dude, even if it was, that's not far from what had happened in the early fucking 90s, man. Like, it could have been successful already. You know?
If you accidentally predicted 9/11, how would you feel on 9/11? Would you feel like, oh shit, I fucking...
If I accidentally predicted the date, dude, I'd be a fucking oracle. You know what I mean? Like... I would feel like a god.
I don't think this circulates really anymore, but I remember on the internet there was like people used to talk about how this person predicted 9/11 was some philosopher or somebody that.
Oh, I've talked about that, dude.
Yeah, it
William Cooper.
Bradley Manning.
Yeah, shit. No, William Cooper, ex-U.S. Naval Intelligence, wrote "Behold a Pale Horse," and he had a radio show that was like a pirate radio show in Nevada. And 6 months before, he said, "Oh, CNN and all the news people are covering Osama, so that means there's going to be some type of attack by him that America is going to produce and all this shit." And then he dies shortly thereafter. That's the big thing. But you can look that up on YouTube right now.
Yeah, no, I mean,
him saying it.
People immediately dismiss shit like that as like paranoia or conspiracy, but I mean, like, legitimately, it's just proven time and time again that like shady shit happens all the fucking time and is covered up. So the U.S. killing this guy doesn't sound far-fetched at all.
well, what's sad is that he was U.S. Naval Intelligence, and because he may not be talking about something that his government agrees with, they shun him. Like, think about it. If he was really U.S. Naval Intelligence and he had a legitimate fear of threats to our soil by foreign enemies, then don't you think they might want to hear him out? Like, if he actually has like a, but what he says is basically saying that the government is giving you a smokescreen. He's making the government look like the enemy, which they are, in a sense. If they were fucking behind 9/11. I mean...
Is the government behind 9/11? We'll find out more in the future here on the Three Cool Dudes podcast.
People choose.
3 cool dudes here. We're just hanging out talking about 9/11.
Well, people choose to grab on to what they feel like should be fought for. There's so much fucked up in the world that there's plenty of choices. So, 9/11. And then it's monuments, and then it's football.
Can you imagine what 9/11 would be if it didn't happen on 9/11? Would they still call it a numerical day? Or would it just be like...
it would be pretty lame if it was called 9/12. Yeah, 9/12, man.
And it's super marketable. I went to the fucking World Trade Centers, man. It's just like they highlight the 2 11s as the towers. And you're like...
The fact that it's so marketable.
It's so marketable. It's so real. It's so
all the shit, the shirts, the hats, the 11s are just highlighted.
They thought of the Never Forget slogan.
They make a fucking tower now, like a little bit like east of it. And it's shaped like a 9. It like goes around. The weirdest structure.
9/11 super marketable. That's a really good point. 9/11 is super fucking marketable.
That is the best possible date.
Yeah.
No other date could be good.
You would just never know.
7-Eleven? Nope. That store took that.
And then 311? Get out of here.
Yeah, that band took that.
Well, 311, that was the fucking tsunami.
True. That's true, man. I remember that shit.
Wait, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Tsunami in Japan.
Oh.
That was 311.
Wait, were you there for that?
I wasn't there, but I was like.
Well, you were. Yeah, he was north.
I was south.
I thought. Wait, south?
That tsunami was north, like way up.
Oh, all right.
I went there, and that shit was fucking surreal. It was crazy.
I thought.
Did you when that nuclear reactor was going off? What was it, Fukushima? Did you go there?
We actually drove through Fukushima, and it was fucking creepy. People are hanging their clothes inside their houses.
Oh shit!
They have indoor playgrounds because they don't want kids outside. Like,
I was in basic training for that shit, and they like halted all orders for people to go to Japan and shit because of it.
Yep.
That was nuts.
Yeah, dude, it was like a wasteland, like where all the houses where the tsunami hit.
Yeah, it was a big deal for the Navy.
It's a fucking wasteland.
Yeah.
All you see is just imprints, like squares of houses, like all lined up for miles.
Yeah, I heard some fucked up shit. There's this fucking. When I was a kid, we used to vacation a few times. We went on vacation to this island down in the. Wherever the fuck down there, like in the, where all these hurricanes got hit. It was called St. Martin.
St. Martin?
Yeah. We used to vacation there, and I talked to my mom the other day because she had a reservation from her timeshare to go down there in, like, next year. And they called her back, and we're like, yeah, we gotta cancel your reservation because it's not there. Like, the resort's gone now. Like, it got destroyed. And it's like, fuck. Jesus Christ. That island's really small, so I can only imagine.
Dude, Puerto Rico, man, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, Puerto Rico's fucked. My girlfriend's half Puerto Rican, and her fucking her abuela, which I forget, that's your fucking grandmother or something, Puerto Rican. Her abuela died, and her uncle was like stuck in a house with her dead body for over a week. Like there was even like they wrote an article about it and everything. Like it's fucked.
Damn.
So that like all this, it's good that we're worrying about multi-million-dollar NFL players taking a knee for police brutality.
It's crazy because Puerto Rico is an American territory, so I mean.
No, we own Puerto Rico.
Well, that's the thing. It can be a state at any time.
People they should be their own country. Puerto Rico should be their own fucking country.
But okay, who's gonna be the person though that says the fucked up thing where
like Guam, same thing could be. It's in the United States.
Why? Who's gonna be the asshole that's gonna say, "Hey, every year your home is gonna be wiped away potentially. Maybe you shouldn't live here anymore." Who's gonna be the asshole that says that?
I'm serious. I lived in Okinawa, dude, a tropical island, and got hit by typhoons all the time. But people were smart; they built shit out of cement. Everything was built out of cement over there.
Okay, so if they're not going to do that, or even if cement doesn't last, who's going to be the asshole to tell them you have to leave where you're from?
I'll be the contrarian and say with what money and how.
That's what I'm saying. America's the only possibility, and honestly, Americans have to start telling that to people in America. In Florida, in New Orleans, man, the things are going to start going below the sea level quickly. It's fucked. Coastal shit is fucked. But
coastal shit's fucked. Three Cool Dudes podcast. You're listening here live. I'm your host, Tyler Bauer. That was Jordan Yawks with the great quote.
Well, no, look at Venice though, dude. Venice, they're doing stuff to divert water from rising oceans.
Yeah.
So they're basically making the largest structures to divert water ever made in human history. We're gonna depend on that to go around Florida to divert the fucking ocean and save Miami. No, that's not gonna happen.
I'm wearing a shirt that says Miami right now.
Oh man, we're seeing signs on this podcast.
Yeah, we're connecting the dots. Where is Tower 7, for fuck's sake? Somebody tell me.
Let's think of the next marketable terrorist attack date.
What's the most
there's like a fucking team.
What's the most marketable terrorist date attack? What's more marketable than 9/11?
Oh my god, they got 9/11 back in 2000.
We had to wait until 2001
to really.
Well, actually, wait. No, I guess the 2001 part has nothing to do with the 9/11 part, really. But 9/11. Yeah, well, I don't know why the fuck it. Whatever. Fuck.
911. Something on the dance floor. Oh, whoa.
Shit.
Good point, though.
We got anything else going on here, boys? You got any things?
Just we're doing stand up. And that's it.
What's stand up?
We're doing stand up. We're doing it loud and proud.
And if we're not fucking assholes, we'll try to make some videos.
Yeah, we'll try and make some videos here. We're really trying to just get out of the funk, alright? I feel like I've been in a funk for a while here. Just
Too many people dying, okay?
Yeah, Tom Petty really fucked me up.
Put us in a funk.
I was going to make good videos. I was going to make something new, something revolutionary, something you've never seen before. But Tom Petty dying has really just kind of fucked me up. So I think I'm just going to keep filming videos of me with myself.
Same room, same lights, same network.
Yeah. I'm just going to start recycling old videos. And people won't
Well, just do what Hollywood does. Like, look at all your old videos and then just do like same exact letters and everything, but just like maybe like different capital, one lowercase, one not. So it's like the same title but remake.
Yeah, I'm just
like
gonna
Blade
start
Runner.
remaking all
Like
the
Blade
videos.
Runner.
What the fuck is with the new Blade Runner? They're like making an anime for it and a video game and all this, and it's like
Really?
the movie's not gonna be that good. Yeah, no, there's like an anime that's supposed to bridge the. It's an anime made by the guy that did Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to bridge the gap between the two movies, but they're also releasing a fucking video game. So I don't know why the hell this movie has
That's
so
weird
much.
that he's doing it, considering he made Space Dandy and Cowboy Bebop, which is like fucking weird versions of Blade Runner.
It's probably like an honor for him or something.
I'm sure.
And I'm sure the anime will be way better than the actual fucking movie.
He probably respects.
I watched
Western
Blade Runner for
filmmaking.
the first time a few months ago, and I just don't remember anything about it. It was kind of forgettable to me.
Harrison Ford wasn't the best part of it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't. It was
Like, it was a stunning movie.
What's her
Don't
name?
get me wrong.
I mean, I just watched it last night.
Dane Cook, yeah, he was great
the
in that
chick,
movie.
man, the girl that's from Splash.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Daryl Hannah. Yeah, Daryl Hannah.
Her name's Daryl.
I think it's Daryl Hannah. Yeah,
Shit.
something like that.
Daryl.
Daryl.
And she.
Oh, yeah, suck my dick,
really,
Daryl.
She's really good at as.
Come on, Daryl, your tits look
Come
nice
on.
today.
As
Daryl.
Pris. Pris is
Spread them ass
that's a
cheeks,
cool
Daryl.
character.
Daryl, have
Daryl's-
I ever told you that your pussy looks good?
Daryl got a nice fucking rack.
Daryl,
Nice rack.
No, her,
Daryl.
dude. You recognize her. Look.
yeah, show me.
Hold on.
It looks like a man. I don't know.
Well, then, dude, she's
I don't
from
know who that
Splash.
is.
She's the mermaid in Splash.
I don't know what the
Tom
fuck
Hanks.
Splash is. I've never
Tom
seen.
Hanks, motherfucker.
I've never seen Splash.
Tom Hanks was a comedy actor. Goddamn.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. He's always crash landing fucking planes in oceans or something. I don't know. Saving Private Ryan.
Could Tom Hanks be the best actor of all time?
Could
Tom
be.
Hanks.
Probably.
Everything he says is a fucking stitch.
Him or Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, yeah, definitely. Isn't he dying, Jack Nicholson? He has dementia or something.
He's dying gracefully if he is, man, because he was a pretty flamboyant dude, and now he's just nowhere.
Yeah, I think the last thing I remember seeing him in was Anger Management with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Departed?
But
Did you ever watch Departed?
No, I haven't.
Departed was awesome.
A great movie.
And Bucket List. was actually
Oh,
good.
yeah, he
Bucket
was.
List
I remember Bucket List. I
That's-
saw that
that's-
as a kid. Probably a really depressing movie to see as a kid. I don't know if
Well, Bucket List is fucked up, but it's definitely like, man.
That's with Morgan Freeman, right?
Yeah, if you're a guy, you would only hope that if you were ever in those like mortal situations, that you could go out like that.
Yeah,
like
for
that's
real,
fucking
yeah.
sweet.
Not go out like Will Smith in 6 pounds. Like a bitch! Giving his fucking organs to people.
Who
and shit. Get
does
the
that?
fuck out of here. Will Smith ass, head ass, bitch ass.
I feel responsible for that day.
I want to
I'll give you
know.
my
I want to know a
eyeballs.
movie. I want to know a movie where Rosario Dawson the guy that she's with actually ends up doing well. Every time she's in a movie,
Rosario Dawson.
she's the chick in 7 pounds, 7 pounds.
Okay.
She's in that. She's the chick from.
Clerks.
You seen We Own the Night?
Clerks 2,
not We
right?
Own the Night.
Yeah. She's the
25th Hour. You seen 25th Hour?
Fuck.
No, I haven't,
Luke
but I know
Cage.
what actress you're talking about now.
Alright.
She's that light skinned chick.
Yeah, but Luke Cage, fucking Iron Fist, Daredevil.
What happened to that actress? I haven't seen her.
They
in
fucked up.
anything.
She's got to help him.
Yeah.
I think her career tanked or something.
What?
No, Rosario Dawson's in everything.
Yeah, she's in fucking everything.
No, I mean like
that's what I'm
lately. I
saying.
haven't seen her in anything.
But every dude she's with has a problem. Or it's like fucked up.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Like in the movies too, like 25th Hour, she's Ed Norton's girl when he's about to get locked up.
Yeah.
And he's got like, I think like $200,000 or $300,000 under the couch, like saved up, that the feds didn't find out about. She's sitting on it when the fucking cop comes to fuck with him and like finds all of it because she's sitting on the couch and shit. It's like, bitch, like you're the worst luck ever.
Get yourself a real man's Rosario Dawson.
Well, move the fucking money after all this. Dude just was in court, is like scheduled to go to prison for like 7 years. That's why it's the 25th hour. This is supposed to be like you want another hour in the day before you send yourself away.
Oh, okay.
So he is going to prison. It's scheduled. Be better with the fucking money. Of course, a guy could have come in and robbed the place that had no idea who you were and found that money in the couch. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't take a Fed that had a chip on his shoulder and a grievance against you to come find it.
Yeah.
There's just holes in that movie, man. Because of her.
Because of her.
Fucking Rosario Dawson, you fine
that's
asshole.
crazy.
Yeah, she's fucking hot as shit.
She's a badass bitch.
Dude, she's beautiful.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson, you a sexy ass hoe if you're listening to this podcast.
Jesus.
You want to star in my movie,
now-
Rosario Dawson? Come on.
And now we'll get spit in the face if she ever sees this in real life.
No, I say Rosario.
Rosario!
Hey, yo,
Rosario! Hey, fuck you!
Hey, fuck you, Rosario.
Was she in Kids?
Was she in Kids? I've never seen Kids, but I know what movie you're talking
I
about.
can't remember.
I gotta watch that movie, but I've been putting it off because it seems.
I feel like she was one of the
depressing.
older chicks in Kids. But yeah. Well, Daryl Hannah does look like a dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
that.
Daryl.
Come on,
Fucking,
Daryl.
let me see them ass cheeks. Daryl.
Come on, Daryl. Spread your pussy lips.
Yeah,
Let me
Daryl.
see your clitoris. Let me suck up them juices. Let me put my mouth on it. Suction cup. Suck it up.
Yeah, she was in Kids.
Man, you ain't a real man if you ain't suck your girl's pussy juices. All right, guys, you've been listening to the OYC podcast. We're about almost an hour and a half in, I think. It's probably time to peter off here. You guys probably got to get out of here.
Oh, man, I'm good.
I'm good too.
Word. All right, but I feel like we should end on a high note. That was
Who's the guy that got pussy juice cancer in the throat?
You think Michael Douglas?
Michael
Douglas
Michael
said he
Douglas.
got it from eating
Right.
pussy,
Yeah,
but,
that's what,
which I'll believe him. Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas, I believe.
He's dead, right? He's not listening.
No,
to
he's
this?
alive.
Oh,
You know who
Yeah,
so
he
he could-
survived it.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Michael Douglas, if you're listening, congrats on getting pussy-eating cancer and surviving.
So
You're
does
a
that
real
mean-
ass nigga.
Yeah.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, like, her pussy has cancer?
Wait, what the?
I think he's implying that every hot girl's pussy has cancer.
You just.
Because he ate a lot more than Catherine Zeta, I'm sure.
Yeah. Michael Douglas, you dog. All right, boys. I've been your host, Tyler Bauer. You've been my co-host.
Jordan Yox.
You've been my co-host.
Andrew.
And
Why don't you say your last name, you piece of shit?
yeah,
I would like to remain anonymous.
we'll dox you.
No,
We'll
that's
say your
cool.
last name and everybody will dox you. They'll find you. Nobody's fucking listening at this point. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
We've been
Anonymous.
That's the
sponsored
great
by.
thing. Right now, you're in an anonymous pool.
If you listened to an hour and 20 minutes of this, congrats.
Thank you.
We'll find the second Mandalay Bay shooter. Hopefully, I don't know. All right, boys. Good night.
This man and his rock band played at United Center. About 20,000 rock fans were at the rock show. The rock chanson was awesome. And with the two hump veteran camel's ass.
Tom Petty and a heartbreakers. Tom Petty and a heartbreakers. Tom Petty and a heartbreakers. Tom Petty and a heartbreakers.
The man and his rock band played on The man and his rock band stormed the stage. The crowd roared like a mountain lion. The rock chancellor whipped the 200 veteran camel's ass.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
The rock show was over at last. A lot of rock fans met Tom Petty and his rock band. The rock chancellor was a honey joyride. It was a whipping on the 200 veteran camel's ass at United Center.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Rock over London, rock out in Chicago, pockets. It's the healthy addiction.